no weapons.
We don't know that.
I'm asking you to leave. I'm asking you to leave my residence.
I'm about to put you in handcuffs, sir.
Why would you put me in handcuffs?
Turn around, put your hands behind your back. Put down the damn phone! You're calling 911 and we're standing right in front of you. The cuffs wouldn't be on you if you weren't acting the way you are.
Whatever. Acting by exercising my constitutional
Okay, have a
rights.
seat. The worst thing you can do is make a 911 call right in front of them.
Who the hell are you?
You know. You all know exactly who I am. Now, say my name.
Hey, Mr. White.
I did not realize that was Mr. White back there.
Mr. White? What?
How you doing, Mr. White?
Mr. White? Okay, the mayor said he will meet with you.
Mr. White.
Mr. White?
How you doing today, Mr. Sexton?
Mr. White.
Mr. White?
Mr. White.
You're the man, baby, right?
You're damn right.
Yeah, Mr. White.
Welcome to the new year, America. It's your favorite Monday morning quarterback, Mr. White. Today we're going to go check out LAPD, Central Division. See how they handle a vet. I mean, surely since he's a vet, they're not going to violate his rights or any of that stuff. They're totally going to respect him and his property and just go and check on him, right? Let's jump right into it.
Hi, Doug? Douglas, Mr. Slade.
Yes.
How you doing?
All right.
We got a call from, was it the veterans?
I don't know what they call for.
Can we come in and talk to you for a minute?
Yeah.
Okay. Is there anyone else in the house?
No, that's me.
So, I'm just gonna make sure nobody else is
No,
in here.
please don't. No. Hold on, I asked you no.
All right, just
I'm
relax.
about to ask you to leave, because this is my house.
Okay.
Number one, and you just can't walk around.
Let me ask you just a couple questions. Okay. The veterans people, they were concerned, okay, regarding a couple things. One was which that you were threatening to commit suicide.
That's not true.
Okay. So what I'm here for is just to make sure you're not going to do something like that. You understand? So if you need our help, that's what I'm here for.
I'm okay.
So we're not here to mess with you, bother you, or anything.
Well, you do understand if you just walk in my place and you just automatically start walking around, and I know y'all wear body cams as well. I'm ex-law enforcement too. If you just come in my place like that and you just start walking around, you have to have my permission to do that. So I don't appreciate that. You can't violate my rights because you got to call to help.
Okay.
So you're not helping me if you just come in and you automatically start violating.
Well, sir, it was more for like officer safety.
No, it's not officer safety because I didn't even have to let you in.
Right.
So no, don't say right, because it's about my safety because you're in my domain, and if you're here to help me, you can't say, well, my safety is because I have no weapons. Obviously,
We don't know that.
You do know that because I'm asking you to leave. Please leave. I'm asking you to leave.
You don't feel
I
like
know.
putting yourself-
I'm asking you to leave.
You don't feel like
Please
putting
leave.
yourself-
I'm asking you to leave my residence.
Well, if you answer this question, then
I'm asking you to leave my residence.
I'm about to put you in handcuffs, sir.
If
All
you
right.
do that, that's your choice.
Okay, turn around. Put your hands behind.
Why would you put me in handcuffs? What's
Turn around. Put your hands behind your back.
What?
And that's how you lose your qualified immunity in under 2 minutes. Literally, they knocked on his door because they got a call. The call is hearsay. Anything the computer says is hearsay. Anything that you don't witness or see with your own eyes is hearsay. You don't have a signed affidavit from somebody saying that he said whatever or did whatever or mentioned he might do whatever. Right now, all you have is an anonymous phone call. And you're arresting this man in his own house. And he's a veteran. And you know it. It just amazes me, some of the officers that we have working for us.
What I'm doing?
You're going to listen to what I said. You're going to put down the phone. You're calling 911, and I'm standing right here.
But what have I done?
Put down the damn phone.
Why are you
Turn
cursing
around
at
and put
me?
your hands
Why
behind
are
your
you
back.
using profanity
Put your
at
hands
me?
behind your back.
Why are you using...
Because you know what? You're calling 911, and we're standing right in front of you.
But I'm
Does that
asking
make
you to
sense?
leave my residence.
I'm not leaving your place now. Turn around, put
You
your hands
said you
behind your
came
back.
here to help
I'm not
me.
doing that now.
All right,
Put your hands behind your back. You're calling 911 right in front of us.
Because I asked you to leave my residence.
we can't leave.
You know
We
this.
determined.
You know this. You know exactly what I'm talking about.
No, I
If
do
you
not.
were law
I have
enforcement, then
rights.
you would understand.
Okay. And this is why African Americans have issues with law
Don't start
enforcement.
that. Don't start that. That's a bunch of
I
nonsense.
asked you to leave, and you use profanity at someone?
That's okay. I could use that.
Oh, really?
if I
For
want,
someone
yes.
who you concerned about
Yes.
doing something to themselves?
Hey, you know what? When you're not listening to commands, what did you do?
That wasn't a command.
All right.
A command for me to ask you to leave my residency?
You got
Command us to do
I can ask you to leave if you're not supposed. Why are you here? You were here to help me, and
We are here because somebody wanted us to check.
I told you I was fine, and then you started exacerbating my condition. Why are you putting your hand up like for me not to speak? You can't help a person if you don't want to listen to what they're saying. If I ask you to leave because you're exacerbating my disability, which clearly you're aware I'm a person with a disability because you already observed, number one, you see a sign right here that's saying that. Number two,
How do I know what that is?
Yeah. What is that?
oh, well, how do you
How do you know I don't have one?
You could, but guess what? If you had one and you came in my residency and I
So
came,
you're
hold on
the
one second.
victim here, right? You're the victim here, right?
Well, you guys are victimizing me, and now I'm in cuffs.
Well, you're in cuffs now because of the way you're acting.
Why? I asked
Who
you
else
not
is
to
here?
touch my plate.
Don't-
Why are you grabbing me? I'm not doing anything.
Relax.
I'm in cuffs.
Relax.
But I asked you not to look
Relax.
my plate. Okay, that's a violation.
You-
What are you doing? Stand right there. I can move.
No, you cannot.
Why not?
Because you're in our custody right now. You are being detained.
Okay. I'm doing
We, you know what? You could call up whoever you talk to and tell them, explain to them
Sir, would you please
why
not
we're here.
step on my rug, please? That's a very expensive rug.
Who says I want to step on your rug?
Why are you acting
Are
like
these your
this?
shoes?
See, yes, they are.
Okay, good. You can put them on. You have ID with you?
I do, but I need to get it. I can't get it.
Where's your ID?
Would you please remove your hands off of me?
No, I will not.
I'm not resisting.
No, I will not. No, I will not. And I recommend you don't resist. So put your shoes on.
Why would I resist so y'all can
Go ahead,
put
put
my
your
ass?
shoes on.
That's what y'all want to do anyhow.
What's your problem?
You?
You know what? We came here because you called for help.
I didn't call you. I didn't call you.
Who'd you call?
I did not call you.
Who did you call?
I didn't call you.
Who do you think they're going to call?
I don't know. Obviously, I wouldn't want them to call you all.
Well, they did.
Okay.
Okay?
Well,
And now you're in our custody because you're under a mental evaluation.
That's
Okay?
funny. Okay. I'm glad, and the body cams are working too.
Absolutely.
Okay, good.
Absolutely.
So you may have noticed the lackluster logo. This story comes originally from him. I'm just thought it was interesting and figured I'd share it too. So if you haven't checked out Lackluster, which I don't know what rock you came from, definitely go and do that. Lots of information, very informative. Now they're saying they're going to hold him on a 5150 hold, a suicide hold, or basically saying he's a danger to himself or others. I wonder what they witnessed to make that decision, because, like, again, the phone call they got was a hearsay. It was anonymous. They can't even, can't technically use that. So what? I didn't see him display anything that made me think he was a danger to himself or others. But I'm not an officer. Maybe they have better training and they're able to spot something I didn't see.
Where's your ID? Do you want your ID?
I can't get it because then I'm not going to allow you to go through my things here either.
Okay, so you don't own any weapons.
I already showed you that I had no weapons.
I don't know
told
that.
you
I don't know that.
Okay, you don't know anything.
Because I could go looking for anywhere that you might have a weapon if you're going on a 5150 hold.
I shouldn't be on a 5150 hold.
Why don't you?
That's an abuse of authority to put someone on a 5150 hold who has shown no
Are
signs
these
of
your
harming
keys?
themselves.
Are these your keys to your apartment, sir?
They are.
Okay. And I don't believe you're law enforcement the way you're acting.
I can't believe you're law enforcement either. But you are.
Yeah.
Which we
Yeah.
see it all too often in terms of how law enforcement acts.
Act towards who?
Hey, could you let Aaron know that I'm being unlawfully detained?
Don't worry about
Could you do that for me? Aaron,
I don't know.
the manager here. Could you let him know? Could you let him know? Aaron,
Yeah, you can make
go
your
tell
phone.
Donna for me. Will you go tell Donna for me?
That right here.
John, go tell Aaron that I'm being unlawfully detained. Aaron. Yes, for no reason. For no reason whatsoever.
You called us.
I did not call you.
called us.
Oh, I called you, so you.
Yeah.
Why are you using the arm bar on me? I'm turning around. What are you? Oh, I gotta face this way now. Why is that?
Look at where you're acting.
What you mean? How am I acting? I hope this is gonna be worth it to you.
I wonder if it was worth it for them, because they lost their qualified immunity and it's a $10 million lawsuit. So I don't know. I bet if they go back and do it all over again, they'd change how they handled this. But let's get back to it.
I hope it's gonna be worth it. Yeah, not the way you're doing it. It is for me to say, I'm a citizen, you're just all the unfortunately, when it comes to black people, you all never do.
I don't
This is
don't
gonna
disagree
be,
with
okay.
that.
Well,
Don't pull me.
What you mean don't pull you? I'm walking.
Don't
I'm
pull me.
walking. What you mean don't pull you?
You think I'm
How
here
much you weigh?
you think I'm just here for the fun of it?
Yeah, apparently you decided to escalate the
Do you
matter,
think-
so yes.
do you think I'm
yes,
here for the fun of
I do. Yes, I do. You escalated the matter. You escalated the matter.
You will be sitting down in this car, okay?
Why wouldn't I not sit down in the
Good,
car?
thank you, sir.
This definitely appears to be an ego-driven arrest. They just can't stand that somebody isn't going to let them walk all over them.
The worst thing you can do is make a 911 call right in front of us.
I can do what I want to if you're violating my rights. Don't tell me. Oh, so that's retaliation then. I can call wherever I want to. I have not violated any laws. If I want to call 911,
Is there an extension on there?
I can call 911. Y'all don't always
No.
act in accordance to the law either. Plenty of y'all get arrested and in prisons. Your badge don't make you above the law. Your badge does not cause me not to have rights.
And I would say on top of that, you can get the uniforms and a badge and a radio and all that, everything that officer's wearing, you can buy as a citizen. It's illegal for you to sit there and represent yourself as an officer. That doesn't mean that people don't do it.
Violate that right for you to have to do. And then, because I called 911, you put me under a cover. I can call 911.
Not when I'm there, sir.
Yeah, what you mean not when you're there?
It's
If I ask you to leave,
well, you're not gonna let me answer, then I'm not gonna answer.
okay, but don't. You'll have a lot of answers.
Actually, what you did was against the law.
It's not against the law. What you did was against my rights, so it was against the law as well. Your badge does not allow you to deny a person their constitutional rights. When I asked you to leave, you should leave. You asked me, I told you that I was in no danger to myself or others. You did not, and you noticed that based upon your observation. So when I asked you to leave after you guys started evaluating my disability, you should have left. You don't detain me because I'm asking you to leave my residence if you're engaging in appropriate.
The officers are trying to call a supervisor. They can't get a hold of anybody at first. And, the guy's been in cuffs for a minute. His shit's starting to hurt. He asked them to be adjusted. Damn it, lackluster, you do such a better job.
Okay, give me 1 second. I will not put him in the
Well,
front.
you need to move them because this exacerbates.
I will fix them though. I will fix them.
Okay, could you do it really soon?
Yes.
I'm asking for a reasonable accommodation under the.
I told you guys that's what I'm gonna do, so be
Okay, well, I
quiet.
need it soon because my disability is being exacerbated. And then you go raising your voice again at somebody. Why are
Hey,
you raising your
you
voice?
won't let me get a word in edgewise.
Because I'm fucking hurt.
Get up. Get out.
You can speak to me in a different tone as well. You don't need to scream. And don't say that I am because you claim you're supposed to be helping me. It's the right.
These cuffs are just
It's the
fine.
right. And it's not that it's loose, it's the positioning of my arm.
What are you talking about?
I have a. Okay, you're aware
What are you
that I'm a
talking about?
disabled veteran,
Are
right?
you sure? Yeah, well,
Okay,
that's what
I
you're
have
saying.
cervical radiculopathy.
You see, there's plenty of room there.
No, it's not about the room. It's
There's-
the positioning of my arm.
Well, how do you want your arms?
I need this cuff to be removed so from the front.
You know what? The cuffs wouldn't be on you if you weren't acting the way
Okay,
you are.
whatever. Acting by exercising my constitutional
Okay, have a
rights.
seat.
So he just admitted that the cuffs wouldn't be on him if he wasn't acting the way he was. So because he is speaking freely, telling you you're not going to search his house, asking you to get out of his house, that's why you arrested him. It wasn't because you were concerned for his safety. It's because of how he was acting and not bowing down to your presumed authority.
I just checked your cuffs. Get
Okay,
in.
it's not the cuffs, it's the positioning of my arms. I requested the accommodation.
That's how the LAPD does our
No, you can
handcuffs.
also
Have a
make a
seat.
so that's the purpose of asking for a reasonable accommodation.
And that was the reasonable
No, the
accommodation.
reasonable accommodation is to reposition my arm because it's exacerbating my
Reposition
condition.
it how?
I need it in the front because it's exacerbating.
That's not how we do. That's not how we do our handcuffs.
Well, the thing about asking for a reasonable accommodation is a policy exception.
No, we don't have a policy exception
Yes,
for
you
that.
do. Everyone
No.
complies by
You can
ADA.
have a separate. No, police do not. Police do not.
Disability, which clearly you're aware of. I requested assistance.
I just explained to you what we did.
You haven't done anything. It has nothing to do with the cuffs. It's the positioning of my arm.
The officers finally get a hold of someone and request a supervisor to arrive on scene.
Figured I'd leave him in there that time.
You know what? Call a supervisor.
Mr. Slade, what's your birthday?
Call a supervisor. I'm requesting a superior officer.
We're gonna take you to see one.
You need to leave Now then, I'm in pain. I'm requesting to see a superior officer.
All right, we're going to take you right now.
This is Wheeler from Central Division. How are you? Good. I'm out here in the field, and we have a we got a radio call, the second-hand caller from the Veterans Crisis Hotline. And anyways, we're out to his place. According to the comments, he was considering committing.
That's not
We're
true.
here at scene. Have him in custody, but we cannot get a hold of the actual PR who was calling from the Veterans Crisis. He said he did call them, but he did not threaten to commit suicide.
1X45. Can I get a supervisor for a location?
City Central Supervisor meet 1X45 255 South Front.
Yeah, I actually tried to call them and wasn't able to reach her. I mean, that's probably a huge, huge bureaucracy.
These officers joke about what they're doing to this man, and they joke and laugh about him suing them.
As soon as I'm out of here, everything, it's gonna be on everything. Look,
That's fine, sir.
yeah, you think I'm lying? And I'm suing them. Why?
Okay.
You can laugh. I'm glad you find it funny.
No, sir. We got your date of birth.
I don't care what you got.
Okay, whether you're laughing at what he said or you're laughing at his date of birth, it seems kind of unprofessional. I mean, what's so funny about his date of birth? He asked for medical assistance for his neck because the way the cuffs are holding his hand behind his back. Let's jump back to it.
Maybe we can do that because
We don't.
Are you gonna help me with the handcuffs?
No, look. I'm going to ask you something, okay? Well, I want to talk to you for a second.
My arm is exacerbated.
Douglas.
I don't want to talk to you.
because that's what we.
I don't want you to be in
I
handcuffs
need
any longer
medical
than
attention.
you have to be.
I need medical attention. I need medical. Could you take me to get medical attention?
Yes, you will get medical attention.
I need it immediately.
Okay.
I've asked for a reasonable accommodation for the last 15 minutes.
Douglas,
guys aren't-
you requested a supervisor. I called one.
No, but now he's taking them to. I need
Okay.
medical. I requested an accommodation as well.
Okay.
On the ADA and the California
Okay.
Disability Person.
Okay.
You guys are refusing to do that.
Douglas,
Why you put your hand up like
if you
that?
don't need medical assistance,
I said I need medical attention. I don't know why you would say something different than what I just said. I need medical attention.
Do you take any medication?
I'm not answering that question. I need medical attention immediately.
Okay, what's your birthday?
I'm not answering that question either.
They're gonna need this information.
I'm already detained. What you mean they gonna need it? You already got me in cuffs now? Shit, they gonna find it out anyhow. I'm not answering any of your questions.
You don't want to answer any questions.
I don't have to. You haven't even told me why.
Call him an ambulance, and then he could go with them if he wants.
Douglas, so you would like me to call you an ambulance?
I need medical attention.
You would like me to call
Whatever
you
procedure
ambulance?
that you guys use, I need medical
Okay,
attention.
can you tell me the
Yeah, we'll
what
call
kind
I
of
already
ambulance?
I said it many times.
We'll
Once
call
I
you
requested a
an
reasonable
ambulance. Is that what you want?
Okay.
Once I requested a reasonable accommodation was 15
Well, no,
minutes ago.
you got to say what you need.
No,
don't know what
I
you need.
requested a reasonable accommodation. You didn't grant it. As a result of that, it exacerbated. I need medical
I
attention.
do not put your hands up in front.
Douglas.
That's not going to happen.
Excuse me?
Your hands are not going to be placed in front of you.
Okay.
That's not how we do things.
Well, the whole purpose of a reasonable accommodation is to
We
make a
don't do it
policy
like that.
exception.
No,
You're not even a superior officer. You don't. Okay.
Douglas,
we don't
Why
do
are
it
you
like
saying
that.
what do you need
I
the
need
ambulance
medical
for?
attention.
For?
My exacerbation of disability, cervical radiculopathy, C5 and C6,
Okay.
due to the handcuffs
Okay.
and the abusive touching that you did as
Okay.
well on the elevator.
Okay.
I mean, they just show zero respect for this man. It pisses me off. He went and got hurt serving in the military. Like, they wouldn't act like this if he was a police officer and got hurt in the line of duty. But he's just a veteran. It ain't, you know, I mean, I can't even talk about it. It makes me so upset.
You're here because you're requesting all these services.
You're not giving it. That's the problem. Why am I still
I'm calling you an ambulance.
Why was I handcuffed in the first place? Because I called 911.
1X45. Can I get an RA255 for now approximately 30
You're in custody because you're under a mental evaluation.
complaining of pain to
from
his
us.
neck.
You don't have authority to put someone.
When the VA calls us, yes, we do.
You said because I called.
Yes, we do. No, it's not that. You don't get to do that. That is against the law. You don't get to do that.
It's on video.
You don't get to do that.
No, you doing it.
Who are you going to call? The police on the police?
I guess.
No, that's not going to happen.
Investigate the police. What you mean the police on the police?
Not going to happen,
The
sir.
police. That police is coming. Who handles the investigation of the complaint?
You're more than happy to speak to a supervisor about what we did here today.
Nah, it's gotta be more than supervisor.
You're more than happy to speak to a supervisor. That's fine.
It's gotta be more than supervisor.
That's fine.
I hope it is fine.
It's not a problem,
You
sir.
got all these tattoos on my beard. I really could use some help.
Douglas, will you listen to me for a second?
I have been listening.
Okay.
You haven't been listening.
I'm not here to fight you, argue with
You
you.
already have.
Listen, will you just hear me out for a second?
No, I don't need to hear you. You got me in
Hear
fucking
me for a second.
I don't need to. You don't need to talk to me. I asked for accommodation. You can't help. Don't try to, deviate from what y'all did up there.
It's okay. You can say whatever you
I
like.
know I can. You don't have to tell me. I already know I can.
Yeah.
How are they? Injuries?
Tell me he's got spine issues from previous injuries.
And from you putting your hands on me, there was an
X45
additional
was
injury as well.
complained of pain.
Okay.
I know. Okay.
That's fine.
Disabled military veteran.
Roger.
30 minutes after being cuffed, a supervisor arrives on scene.
Hey, sorry. I'm rolling here. Yeah. Okay, so got a call from the VA. Yeah. Apparently, this guy threatened to commit suicide over the phone. Then I hung up the phone, so it generated a call with the VA. Called us. Get out here. We get up to the apartment. He's in there. He opens the door for us. He actually lets us in. After a few minutes, start just checking, make sure nobody else is in there. We handcuff him because he immediately gets irate, starts calling 911 on his phone because now he's asking us to leave. But it's like at that point, I'm already there, so put him in handcuffs.
So he did put him in handcuffs just because he asked him to leave. I'm already there, so I'm going to put you in handcuffs because you asked me to leave. What the fuck is wrong with this officer?
I'm not able to get a hold of the lady from the VA. Whoever called it in, I have to try to find her extension somehow. But he's just been completely irate the whole time. He's in handcuffs. He wants his handcuffs in the front. I told him he cannot do that. I made sure his handcuffs were loose enough. They weren't restricting any type of issue with his hands or anything like that. But like I said, he's completely 415. He wants a supervisor. Called him an RA. Said he's got pre-existing injuries from the military. Won't answer any of our questions. Won't work with us in the slightest. But that's where we're at. Well, to us, at this point, he won't answer any of our questions to do anything. But and then after we got him in handcuffs, I started making the phone calls. MEU says, "Oh yeah, okay, we'll have a team at the station for you to meet us there." But as far as me verifying what he said with the VA, I can't do that.
Well, maybe you would meet them. We can do that.
Yeah.
You get checked up by the RA.
Yeah, right.
That's even worse. He doesn't even have the phone call. He has no evidence that the phone call actually happened. What he has is a dispatch report on his computer, which is also hearsay. So he has hearsay from hearsay. He's 2 points removed from what he's allegedly acting on. That's just crazy that they got this man in the back of the car over this stuff. Surely they don't take him.
Yeah, MEU's going to meet us there at the station. Okay, all right.
So what display?
You didn't let us finish our investigation.
What you mean? That's no reason to put someone.
Yes, it is.
Why? Because you was violating my rights.
We're not violating any rights.
How can you say that?
We did not conduct our investigation.
What was your investigation?
To see if you needed to
indicate
place.
that I was good.
Okay. You didn't let us finish our investigation. Okay. All right. Okay.
He has no legal obligation to allow you to conduct his investigation regardless of his rights. If he wants to not allow you in his home, not speak with you, you have to conduct your investigation around that.
If that's how you like to see it. All right, Douglas, this is our supervisor.
While Mr. Slade is talking to the supervisor, explaining that he was placed in cuffs because he dialed 911, an ambulance arrives, and this is how that goes.
How you doing, sir? This guy's been very difficult with us. He's in custody for 5150 evaluation. The thing is, he has prior injuries to his back. I guess C-spine issue or something from previous injury in the military or something like that. Okay. And he requested an ambulance. So here we are.
This is great evidence of why you never talked to police. He couldn't even properly explain what was going on with this guy, and he's been sitting there the whole time listening to him. Just terrible. I mean, what the hell is a C-spine?
But it's... I know there's nothing you can really...
So he's ambulatory on scene, walking, talking, awake and alert.
Yeah.
And we're going to the hospital because...
You know what? If he says he doesn't want to go, does he still have to go?
Oh, I'm asking. Is he in custody?
Yeah.
Okay. So he's gonna. So we're here because he says he doesn't want to go by squad car. He wants to go by ambulance.
No. Why you're here is I was going to take him to the station to get eval'd by our mental evaluation people, but he has been so difficult with us, and now he's claiming he's got previous back injuries and wants us to reposition his handcuffs, and we can't do that. Okay. So that's where we're at.
Right.
We're here for a mental evaluation.
Okay.
And so when we have him in handcuffs, he doesn't obviously like being in handcuffs. So now he's complaining we need to move his handcuffs to the front. We can't do that. So he's saying it's irritating his previous injuries from the military.
Did you have any medical complaint before you guys got down here?
No. So if they don't transport them, we'll just take him to the station. I mean, there's nothing medically.
I think. All right. So.
If there's nothing medically.
So here's the deal. How much time do you have on?
20.
I have 34. So the smartest thing's going to be put him on a gurney, handcuff him to the rails, take him to the hospital. Tell the doctor that he's complaining that he's got previous back injuries and he fell in comfort position and you need to clear him. That way it takes all the liability off of you guys, takes it off the city. I think it'll be the best thing to do.
Sounds good to me.
Okay.
We got.
So we're on the same
What
page.
information does he have?
So all I need is his name, birthday, address he's got for his homeless. But we'll basically do that. So,
okay. Actually, here, stand up here for a second.
Did you stop putting your hands on me?
I know I have to.
I'm gonna get up myself though.
Okay, go ahead. Go ahead. I'm just gonna make sure.
I'm asking you to remove your hand.
No, I'm not. Stand up, please.
See, I just pressed it again. They don't want to leave. I called 911. They detained me. They saying I'm on a 5150 home. They saying I'm on a 5150 home. So if I'm on a 5150 home, then for calling 911.
Don't be telling everybody that.
I can tell people what the hell I want.
You're going for an evaluation.
Yeah, that way, this guy gets taken care of. He wants medical help. He gets medical help. And just, hey,
and then they can just tell the doctor. Exactly.
According to medical records, Slade was forcibly injected multiple times while double cuffed to the gurney. While incapacitated, he was placed in leather restraints and put on a catheter. After his release, he would sue, asking for $10 million in damages. But the officers, of course, would ask to be granted qualified immunity and for the case to be dismissed. But the judge rejected the dismissal, ruling that Officers Wheeler and Yabana are not entitled to qualified immunity for the unconstitutional detention, excessive force, retaliation, violation of due process, violation of the Americans with Disabilities Act, violation of the Bain Act, battery, false arrest, imprisonment, and negligence. The judge further stated that the city is vicariously liable for the officers' actions. And now, the officers are set to face trial early next year over the false arrest, sexual abuse, and forced hospitalization. But there is no word whether or not they are to face criminal charges or if the LAPD plans to discipline the officers.
again, I got this video from Lackluster, as you can tell from the voice. Make sure you go and check out his channel if you haven't already. It's very informative, great channel. That's all I got for you. So, until next time, stay free, America. Out.